We're here at Hannover Messe today. We've been here all week. The show's coming to an end, but we wanted to put this video together to show the Dell IOTech Open Edge Stack. This used to be formerly known as Magnolia. What we're demonstrating today in a really nice use case is how we build an IoT platform at the edge that can utilize various different Dell components and technologies to bring together very sophisticated applications at the edge, all managed by VMware Pulse systems management solution. So the Open IoT Edge solution that we're talking about, the key word here is open. As we look around the trade show right now, we see an awful lot of different companies offering proprietary solutions to edge computing. And that's a very narrow focus given the heterogeneity at the edge and the desire of most customers to want to have some choice. Having said that, we don't want to give customers so much choice that they can't make decisions. And Dell are ideally positioned with their products to offer a range of different solutions focused around providing a complete end-to-end solution. And this demonstrator today shows that. So what we have on this demonstration is we have several Dell products incorporated with IOTech's Edge Expert product, which is the commercial implementation of EdgeX Foundry. Because obviously most customers do not want to deploy open source software, they want to deploy a supported version. So within this demonstration, what we've also got are many different Dell products involved, and we're going to show you all of those later. So we've got basically Dell, obviously Dell gateways, we've got the Dell Photon operating system on those gateways, we've got communication going on to multiple different devices southbound, and we've got a cloud agnostic system that can communicate to any cloud. In this particular instance, we've got a system which communicates to AWS, but quite literally, customers want the choice of which cloud to go to, and so EdgeX provides that cloud agnostic capability. We're also using EdgeX as the integration point for a couple of other very important Dell applications, including VMware Pulse, which essentially manages this whole configuration and provides the system management solution going forward for many IoT applications. We've also got another project called Iris from RSA, which is a security implementation around gateways, and we'll touch on that later. So anyway, that's giving you a brief overview of what this demo shows. What we're doing here is putting this demonstration in the context of a buildings automation use case. Obviously, EdgeX is a horizontal product. It can be deployed, and you must imagine this being deployed against multiple vertical markets. But for this particular application, we've got a buildings automation use case.
Okay, so in our building automation use case, we've got three main zones: a desk area, a lounge area, and a set of meeting rooms. And in each zone, we've got autonomous control of the lighting and the air conditioning. So we've got a sensor for temperature and light levels in each zone. We've got a light controller and a light. And I've got an air conditioning unit with the line simulated for each zone. And we've got a swipe system so we can track people as they move between the zones. There's also a power meter, which is recording all the power consumed by all the devices on the whole stand. So the idea is that as people move between the zones, we can track their occupancy, and we can control the lights and the temperature based on the ambience. So for example, at the moment there's already people in the zones here. Fairly bright in this room, so it means we can have lights on at like 50%. If I cover up the light sensor to indicate the room's getting darker, then the light goes on to make it brighter for the people in the room. Similarly, I can shine a torch on the light sensor, which indicates the sun coming out, for example, so we can turn the lights off. Also, the temperature's being recorded by these sensors, so we can make use of that data as well. On our air conditioning unit here, currently it's on my dashboard. You can see the status as well. So 22 degrees in the room here, so it means we can have the air conditioning on normal mode. If I make the room a little bit hotter, 26 degrees, for example, then we need to cool down. So if you zoom in on this, you can see that the air conditioning's gone down to cool mode. So have a close look at the dashboard. This is all the sensor data, decision making and actuation results that's being recorded on the whole stand. We've also got a tab here for the EdgeX Manager, so we can view all the devices and the information here. We've got integration with VMware Pulse IoT Center. But let me first introduce Matthias Schroer at VMware to explain what Pulse is.
So Pulse IoT Center is a management, monitoring and securing solution for the edge, basically. And it's really flexible in terms of what you can do with it. And in the case of this demo, it's used to deploy Docker containers to edge gateways, right? And make sure that they are running, that you can shut them down, restart them. And the point about this is that it needs to be scalable, because usually you're not having one demo with 2 gateways, but there must be hundreds or 1,000 even gateways to which you have to distribute your latest software updates, your latest containers, and this is what you do with Pulse IoT Center. And then you're monitoring that they are really working, regardless where they are in the world, and that's really it.
You can see Pulse running here on the demo display. We've got a high-level dashboard. It's given us a really nice summary of all the things that Pulse is doing. It's providing things like device management for the gateways, including metric collection. We're also using Pulse to orchestrate and manage the application layers that are running on the gateways, including delivery of the software that we're running, and then orchestration of the life cycle of the applications that are running on it. So if I take a look at the device view, for example, within this demo, we've got 3 different gateways registered. There's 2 Dell gateways, and there's also an MXP ARM gateway. And I can look at some key information about the gateway. So I'm going to look at the first Dell 3000 gateway. It shows me all of the important information, technical information on the gateway. I can drill down and get the live metric readings from the gateway, and that includes things like CPU and memory usage. It's also pulling other statistics around off the gateway, including things like the temperature, the humidity from the inbuilt sensors. From the same view, I can also do things like issue commands down to the EdgeX layer, which is providing the application support on the platform. We've got things set up to do control over the microservices that are supporting the application. I can start and stop the platform. So if I give you an example here, I want to stop one of the manager application or the manager microservice for EdgeX. I can send a command using VMware Pulse down to the Edge gateway, and it will stop the microservice. We've also got things like alerts and notifications configured as part of the application. So you can see, for example, we've got a container stopped alert registered, and when I issued the stop command just a few seconds ago, VMware Pulse has registered that alert event. We've got notifications set up. So we've got a container stopped notification event set up, and what this does, will actually send an email to perhaps a maintenance guy to say that the platform stopped. So for example, we've just got this event that came in. When I stop the platform, I can go and have a look at my inbox, and it sent us an email to indicate that there's been a stopped event. Another important part of the VMware Pulse integration is the campaigns facility. Campaigns allows us to automate the delivery of software updates to the edge gateways. Particularly in this environment or in this demonstration, we've got 2 particular updates that we've been running. We've been running an upgrade campaign, which puts the latest version of the EdgeX software onto the gateways. And then, just to illustrate the capability, we can actually roll it back to the earlier version as well. So in addition to showcasing local edge processing using Edge Expert running on the Dell gateways, we also take a subset of the data that's being produced by the sensors and we export it to the cloud. To do this, we use an Edge export service, and we've configured it in this example to stream the data to AWS. It doesn't have to be AWS, it could be any type of cloud or other type of enterprise endpoint, but in this case we've decided to use AWS. You can see on the AWS console on the browser here, we've got a number of different shadow things configured. These shadows represent the devices that are deployed in the demo and are being accessed by the edge gateways and edge expert. So if I drill down on one to give you an example, and you can see the live data. So I'm selecting the environment sensor that's measuring temperature and light in zone 1. And you can see the current values of the temperature and light level that are coming off the sensors. I can make it change a little bit more quickly by holding my hand over the light level sensor to simulate that the building's gone into darkness, and you can see the light level change significantly.
Okay, this is a quick introduction of Project Iris, which is a research project from RSA Labs. Iris is a tool for monitoring of the IoT edge. It allows the enterprises to gain visibility into their edge environment, and it consists of an agent that gets installed on one of these gateways that you saw in the earlier part of the demo. And the agent collects some data from the environment and communicates that to the Iris Cloud backend service. And through the analytics that happens in the cloud, we can detect the anomalies that may be occurring on the gateways. And that leads to alerts that are going to be issued on the dashboard. So if we look at the Iris dashboard now, this is where we indicate the alerts that Iris has detected. We have 2 gateways in this scenario that Iris agent is installed on, and the alerts that are detected are they get tagged depending on severity as low, medium, and high. The use cases that I mentioned we have simulated here. For example, we can see here on the attempt to run a bad image, the agent has collected that data and it has been unusual, obviously, so we tag that as a medium alert. In a separate case, when the malware tries to communicate outbound, potentially to a command and control center, again we have known the address. We have the address here, and also by checking the status of the IPs, known bad IPs, we have ranked this as a very high risk address. It shows a score of 100, which is the worst case. So therefore that one definitely is a high alert and is indication of a problem. So in these cases, the operator gets these alerts, and it's depending on the security policy, they react to that. Potentially in this case, shut down the outbound access for this smart building environment that you saw earlier. Thank you.